I don't know why I feel so inclined to at least briefly talk about this, but it's just kind of a captivating story. I'm sure you've at least heard some whispers about this supervillain, but there is a serial sperm bank donor who has now fathered over 500 children, which has caused a lot of outrage because there are real dangers associated with this, because he's got more kids than a male seahorse, right? And they deliver like 2,000 babies at once. He's on track to match the seahorse numbers. So the problem is, these kids will grow up and there's a chance that they find each other and never know they're related. So it could lead to inbreeding and incest. It's an incest concern, which is why a lot of people now are starting to rally against this sperm donor because it's a big deal. He has too many kids. He needs to be cut off. The bartender needs to shut that shit down at the sperm bank. Tell the goddamn milkman here that, no more deliveries. They've got plenty of supply for a lifetime. His name is Jonathan Jacob Meyer, and his name even sounds made up. That sounds like some John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith shit right there. But he's apparently well known in the sperm scene. In fact, he was even blacklisted from donating sperm in the Netherlands in 2017. It is just a legitimate problem. I went over it a bit more on stream, so I'll show you some clips from that before getting back into it. Did you hear of the serial sperm donor with 500 plus children who's being sued for increased incest risk? Yeah, what's his name? Caleb texted me. It's like, he has like an NPC name. It's like John Madison or something. Well, it's probably not John Madison. That's one of the fucking founding fathers. But, oh, it's James Madison. What's the guy's name? Jonathan Jacob. Jonathan Jacob Meyer. Jonathan Jacob Meyer has donated sperm to at least 13 clinics, including 11 in the Netherlands, where he was blacklisted in 2017 for fathering 102 children. Man's out here trying to be the next Genghis Khan. Be the dad to half the population. The group alleges that the serial donor has lied about the number of children he's fathered. We're taking action against this man because the government is doing nothing. He has global reach via the internet, and he does business with large international sperm banks. Do they like him? Do the sperm banks like him? Is he providing them like a valuable service that they defend him? I have to imagine they have access to plenty of sperm. They probably don't need them, right? Would I ever donate sperm? Probably not. Not even because I think it'd be like a yucky, weird experience. I just feel bad because I'd condemn a kid to be short. And not everyone can deal with such a burden. Yeah, I wouldn't want him to grow up to have like short man syndrome, like short man rage. If I had known he had already fathered more than 100 children, I would have never chosen this donor. When I think about the consequences this could have for my child, I'm sick to my stomach. Going to the court is the only way to protect my child. That is quite an interesting situation. He's fathered so many children that it's now a non-zero risk that those kids grow up and then they end up, reproducing with each other, not knowing that they're related. Do you think this is a kink of his? No, I think he's just some kind of like B-tier supervillain from a comic book. Like, he hatched this nefarious plot, and it's a long-term con where it's like, I'm going to fill the Netherlands with, hundreds of my children, and they'll never know. And then the inbreeding will commence and lead to generations of brain decline. I'll destroy the Netherlands from the inside out. That kind of thing. Holy shit. An Australian couple paid over $6,500 to a Danish fertility clinic for his sperm. What? We chose him because he was worldly, creative, and very intelligent. He was open to meeting his donor children, and he looks like my partner. It sounds like she was just attracted to him. He could have just given it to you au natural. You probably wouldn't have even had to pay $6,500. He won't be stopped. I think it's disgusting. I'm incredibly angry and disappointed. I can't believe I have to tell my child that he has hundreds of siblings. Yeah, it is kind of fucking wild. So right now, it's a civil lawsuit against him because he knowingly continued to donate sperm like an absolute madman, just tossing these things out like free samples at a mall food court. And he did it at 11 clinics in the Netherlands, which has led to over 100 children in the Netherlands alone. And he continues to donate it internationally as well to spread his seed even further across the planet. He himself is saying the reason he keeps donating so much sperm here, like gallons upon gallons of it, is because he just wants to make sure everyone can have the joy of having a child, and he's doing his part to give them the tools necessary for it, I suppose. I don't think he realizes just how big of an issue it is to father more than 500 kids like that. I mean, it's not, again, it's not like a small thing, right? You would hate for those kids to end up meeting each other not knowing that they're related and then leading to fucking inbreeding, right? That's terrible. That's awful. I'm hoping they do win the lawsuit against this guy, and I'm hoping the sperm banks are going to do their due diligence to ensure they don't keep using his samples. They're going to have to like double and triple check those to make sure that it's not John Jacob coming in again under like another pseudonym or anything like that. Going in disguise, he's got like a fucking fake mustache and glasses on and goes to jerk off into their facilities. So yeah, it is actually pretty distressing. So just wanted to talk about it because the whole thing's wild. That's about it. So yeah.